explosive game one. We're ready for game two here. We're about to get into the pro draft. Hopefully here any moment now. I'm looking forward to another banger here for game two. I'm kind of hoping it goes to game three, even though it might be tiring me out later. But I just want to see more games.
Yeah, what a
What
game
about you,
one.
Neil?
I love me some good League of Legos, and that game one was a lot of really great fights. A lot of great ADC play coming out from both sides, Masterfan and literally Stewart, taking some really well timed fights and just well played. So
Yeah,
let's jump into pick ban of game two. Looking like the exact same bands from game one coming out to start.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I don't know.
the Ari band
Well, it would
coming
just go to
out.
the opposite, wouldn't it? Or I don't know.
Oh, they are the same,
Gotcha.
same sides.
Yep.
Why am I having giant deja vu here?
Was that how we banned last time?
Ari was not banned, but Set was picked first for the sides of literal team name.
Okay. Right. Yeah. The set pick definitely did a lot of work there in game one, although the very end of the game didn't work. But you could see in the sideline he was just doing work on the Renekton, so maybe looking to repeat that.
And the Caitlyn instead of the Jin coming out. I don't get it. I mean, yeah, I like Swain. Swain Caitlyn is a really strong combo, but the Jin was so strong for you. Um,
Yeah.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
They're just running it back. Same three starts here for LTN.
I'm just a little curious because HOTS could have, because I know that No Not November plays Leona, so he could have, not taken the Swain. I know he hasn't played for as long as he has Leona. I don't know.
And we're going to see Ivern coming in
Yes,
here.
that is
They
real.
had to double check in the chat because we don't see a lot of Ivern.
Well,
They confirmed that is a real pick.
I have played against Aruyan's Ivern this season. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe season 10, the team I play for, I believe we lost that game. So this is a very viable pick for Aruyan. Um, Looking to try it out. The key here is to be setting up brushes all over the map for someone on your team to pop off. And for us, it was a Vigar who was able to just sit in bushes, couldn't see him, uh, putting in a lot of damage into our team. So the Ivern pick is real. We are going to see it out on the Summer's Rift in just a few minutes.
Yeah. We're seeing.
Stuart looks like we have a request to boost my voice in comms so that volumes can be a little bit more level. Thank you, Fleeing Pan.
Need to
My
hear better.
producer
Is
says
what
that you all need to hear better.
That's not our words. That's the producer's words.
All right, great. The
All right,
Darius
so
coming out for Big Diak Jimmy.
that is a big Dioc move there.
And actually, someone earlier in chat said it's pronounced like it rhymes with brioche. I don't know if that's correct. So
They could have been memeing on you.
what? No, no one memes on me. It's like the rise coming out from literally Nate.
Yeah, that is another very popular, comfortable pick for him, and that is something that I think he can actually a little bit better inside of a team fight. Um, and oh my word, the Akali pick coming in. No, is a literally commish pick, which means we're looking at the set jungle here. Very likely, I would expect for literally Garrett again, unless literally Mike plays that, and then Garrett could definitely play Leona.
No, I think literally Mike and literally Stewart are heading into the bot lane. Oh boy, there it is, the Anivia.
It's not a find me off a playoff game without at least one Anivia.
We may have to have our streamer,
Our
resident Anivia main, say some words about the Anivia pick there. But let's go back to literal team name. I think we're gonna see literally Mike and literally Stewart bot lane again on the Misfortune Leona. Literally Garrett possibly in the jungle with the set, with literally Kamish taking the Akali either mid or top, while literally Nate takes the Rise to the opposite lane. That would be my assumption based on knowing those brothers and the champions that they play.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree. For especially for continuity sake, from game one, having the same two people on the same champion, same line. But yeah, very interesting there. I'm still, again, you were talking about the Ivern. We definitely know that the champion that Ellie can play, and he can do well on it. I'm just thinking it's kind of, I'm still not 100% sold on it, especially when you saw he did such a good job on Trundle last game.
Yeah,
and you're
and
seeing
Trundle,
another set, which is one of the good targets for him to ult, and he just decides not to do it again. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, the Trundle being a really, really, really solid pick. And in my opinion, the fight that turned game one is that fight at Heroes of the Storm's mid inhib, where Trundle is able to trust his backline to stay alive, go forward, and he basically 1v3s the backline of literal team name. Just getting to that itemization, getting to that tankiness that Trundle needs to get at to be unkillable. That was such a great pick and a great fight. I don't know why you don't go back to that. And I think the idea here is to go back, like I said, just from personal experience, the last game of the regular season, season 10 versus Heroes of the Storm, they had Aurelion on Ivern, they had Master Fan on Vigar, which was really, 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 really great for them. Now this game we're seeing a little bit of a variable there with the Anivia instead of the Vigar. So I think they're looking to do the same play. I just don't know why you would transition away from something that works so well for you in game one, unless you're tired and you don't want it to go to 50 minutes this time.
Yeah, maybe. Normally, when I see an Ivern, I typically think more of like, okay, we're picking a hyper carry ADC, and we're just gonna put endless shields on it. So Caitlyn is not exactly the definition of a late hyper carry, but still will be able to dish out a lot of damage. And with the extra protection coming from the Ivern, definitely viable. So yeah.
So
it's gonna be interesting.
Looking at the side of Heroes of the Storm, definitely a very pick-based comp. A lot of hard CC. Swain never move. Anivia stun. Caitlyn trap. Darius pull. A lot of pick potential there. And kind of somewhat the same on the side of Literal Team Name, although Literal Team Name's damage is a lot more burst based. I'm gonna definitely be looking for members of Heroes of the Storm, especially those squishy Anivia, Ivor, and Caitlyn, to just disappear from the Rise Akali set damage. What are your thoughts? Who won this draft in your opinion?
I'm gonna say literally team name. Sticking with the same core, their bot lane and the top being, well, of course, set's not top lane, but still picking the set, and still just more comfort. I think the Rise is an upgrade over the Echo for sure, especially when you're looking at team fighting. Plus the ability to kind of move around the map, pop the ultimate and your whole team suddenly is on the side lane and you kill Darius or something like that. Because the Echo, I wanted to see him do a little bit more of like the 4-1 kind of thing on the Echo, and he just wasn't doing it. So maybe having consistent
Also
damage
important to point out some connection issues for Literal Nate coming through. So hopefully that is all figured out and he can, you know, have a better match there. And yes, some connection issues coming through for us as well. So I hope we can move past that and have a nice clean game. Packer Diehard 12 subscribed at tier 1 for 28 months.
Yeah,
Aw,
boy.
Packer. Thanks, bud.
It's I used to have like 5 subscriptions and I cut all of them except for this. So
Yeah, if you're here, you're lurking in chat. If you are interested in joining the fun that is PMA LCS, please subscribe to our Twitch channel, and you can check out other PMA affiliated streams at twitch.tv/PMASGN or at twitch.tv/PMAOWL for our Overwatch League.
oh yeah.
If you're interested in becoming a member of PMA, be an enrolled student at a college, and live through coronavirus, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah, you have to live through coronavirus first. So
Step 1.
SGN, not XGN. S. Sometimes my S's sound like X's.
John, you know what we're talking
S.
about. Jesus.
Step 1. Steal underpants. Step 2. Step 3. Profit.
Are you muted for that? All right. I don't know what to say about that, so we're just gonna pretend it didn't happen. I
Of
honestly
course.
have not seen much of that show.
Anyway,
The only episode of that I've seen is the World of Warcraft.
so moving into game 2 here of our very first PMA LCS spring split playoffs here. I probably said some of those words multiple times, but
Electric Boogaloo.
Yep. PMA LCS 2 Electric Boogaloo spring split playoffs. Gold Division Seed 4 versus Seed 5. I'm excited. I hope it's not as bloody as last game, but at this point, Seed
Level
6
18.
is level 18, and Seed 3 is Butter Our Biscuits.
Yep.
So
it depends on who wins the other game because the highest seed always. So if level 18 win their match, they're the lowest seed no matter what. So then they will play season 10, and then you will play bot lane, and the old guys will play whoever wins. If Butter or Biscuits beats level 18, then Blog will play Butter or Biscuits, and then the season 10 will play whoever wins this one. So it depends on who wins the other match.
Well, I'm throwing it out there now. Whoever we play, we're clapping.
All right.
Well, confidence is always important, but remember, we're here to have fun and be brotherly, and let Neil the Steel steal your kills. All right, pausing at 10.
Oh shit. I'm at 13. Can I go backwards? No. Okay, I'm at 10 now. I went backwards.
All right, so here we are getting on to the Rift.
I just want to say, although it would be nice to see maybe a little bit kind of macro deal-y, I love it when it's a Fiesta, so I want to see another game one, unlike Neil here, who is a bore sometimes. But
Macro?
macro.
30 seconds until
What is
minions
that?
spawn.
Macro?
That explains a lot, actually.
Yep, team's taking the 5 point. Speaking up, and we're into a pause.
A summoner has reconnected.
All right.
Matt Crow, Symphonia John says. Yeah, that's what I thought Packer said, but
Yeah.
I'm still really confused. I'm gonna Google it later, but I don't know. Thank you, Murphy Rodette, for subscribing for 24 months at tier 2. I heart Hoagie. I need the big Dioc. Hashtag Heroes of the Storm win. Drop your hashtags in the chat. Who do you want to win this game? Do you want Heroes of the Storm so that you can stop watching and go be top 8 in TFT, or are you hoping for Literal to come through with a win so we can forward ourselves into game 3?
Yep.
Hashtag blah.
I don't think I could pick a team since I'm a caster.
Motion to expel.
Oh,
No,
shit.
not November says in all chat. We got a hashtag LTN coming out from Bowser, the Harvest Goddess. Is this best of 3? Yes, it is best of 3. This is playoffs, my dude.
What the hell just happened?
Instant smite coming through on the blue buff for Ruyan. Just Ivern things.
Yeah. For some reason, my league client closed. You might as well wait for me. My client closed, so I have to connect to the game.
I'm gonna pause it exactly 2 minutes because I like round numbers. So the players needed a pause, the casters need a pause.
That happened to me in a game the other day. Like my game literally just closed.
That's the tab, the alt tab bug.
Okay, you said you're at 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I will be there shortly. 55, 58, 58, 59, 2 minutes. 2
Going.
1.
Okay, great.
All right.
So some trading
Hopefully
in the top
that will
lane.
be the last of that.
Yeah, standard stuff. Literally Garrett clearing his full top side. Then running back down towards his bot side. Oh, he started top side. Yes, we
What?
started.
Oh my gosh.
Pausing at 2:30. Nope. Fine.
Okay,
Pressing the jump back button twice. And we're at 2 minutes.
hold on. Okay, go. Okay, so we hopefully are on the same page now.
Are you at 2 minutes?
What? Hold on. Thought you said go. All right. I paused at 2:15. I'm jumping back again. I'm at 2 minutes again.
Fun stuff.
So
I've already seen all of this. So, Packer, why don't you go ahead and
all right.
comment
So
about this?
there's a thing happening. There's some more thing. For killing minions. Literally commish dodge for the Darius key. Very good. Darius pulls him back in though, and he uses the shuriken flip. Says, "Peace out, Boy Scout." He gets it to safety. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so we do see an early back from Ivern there, who planted his seeds or whatever he does, and he'll go back to collect. Meanwhile, bot lane, literally Stewart getting ignited. He's really low, but he saved his summoner spells, and a very nice trade coming out from literally Nate as well in the mid lane, using most of his ability resets in the rise that he knows how to do so well.
Looks like a gank coming in for the bot lane.
Yeah, literally Garrett is running. He pulls him back and it just does a little bit of damage, and that's it. Swain pulls him backwards onto the trap though. That's nice. Oh my gosh, the flash pulling literally Mike.
Headshot.
Who is able to flash to safety. Very nicely timed flash there from Master Fan to pull that off. Summoner spells in the bot lane now. Only flash for Swain left. And actually on the other side, Stewart has all his. So.
Yeah. So
Summoner spell advantage there.
Yeah, support flash for ADC flash and heal. The ignite coming down from No Not November. It looks like literally Garrett is doing the right thing and just return ganking.
Yep. Get some damage down with the haymaker. Meanwhile, on the top side, there was a trade we'd missed from directed camera, and neither person died, but both limping away with extremely low health there. So, meanwhile, Elliot is in the top side. He's going to try to kill Kamish. Let's see if he has enough damage on the Ivern. Nope, he misses the root caller. That's going to be that. And Big Dick Jimmy will channel his TP to come back.
Yep. So some interesting trades. Summoner defensively, for the most part. Big Diak Jimmy holding his flash while literally Kamish is down his. So we might be looking for a repeat gank up in the top lane if literally Kamish chooses to push out this wave a little bit.
Yeah. It might be a little hard for Ivern to gank her though. She can dodge out on the root caller, but that is an option.
Deep ward coming out from Big Diak Jimmy in blue side of literally Garrett's jungle. Gonna spot him out as he comes back onto the map after this buy.
I was gonna say the same thing. Meanwhile, Tom Nook being pushed back low in health and extremely low on mana as well. From very nice skill shots there from literally Nate, so he's kind of back here.
Ivern looking for the gank.
Flash root caller forces the flash from literally. Meanwhile, a lot of CC chaining, very nice coming down here to literally Mike, who so far lives with his extra armor. Literally Stewart goes forward and kills Swain. Sorry, I blanked there. And then very nice sidestep there. Dodged the Caitlyn, the Peacemaker, I think. Whatever.
Definitely some happy feet coming out from literally Stewart. Some great dodges. The walking forward dodge, which eludes some of your low elo players in this game.
That's right. Meanwhile, topside, so far a very nice trade coming out for Big Dark Jimmy is building up his passive there. Oh, the ultimate goes back in. He does not have enough damage to finish him off, but he will not kill him thanks to the flash Big Dark Jimmy to get away from Shuriken, which surely would have been his life. Very nicely done there from Little Kamish. I didn't think he was going to go back in on it, but he knew his limits, forcing the flash out.
Good collapse coming through here.
Side, November is caught between a rock and a hard face. No, it's not Malphite. It's set, but it doesn't matter. I didn't.
That's gonna turn right into an early Drake for Little Game Name.
Yeah, that was that was Nate's ultimate from Rise. I was like, how did Rise suddenly show up? That's how.
Yeah, some really well placed.
To get in there.
Yeah, well placed warding catches No out. They know he has no flash from the previous fight in bot lane, and they are able to take him down for the second time this game.
Yep. So that is a nice advantage there.
Infernal Drake spawning in 5 minutes. Looks like we're gonna have either an ocean or map.
Meanwhile, literally Mike taking a pretty good amount of damage there. The trap. But they should have the wave in there. Looks like they're going to look for a back. Ivern trying to hold mid lane a bit there. Literally Nate does take the plate though, so more gold.
Yeah, the gold lead, obviously in the favor of Literal Team Name right now, getting the 2 early kills, an couple of early plates. Well, 1 early plate in the mid lane. They are in about a 1,300 gold advantage at the moment.
Meanwhile, top side, literally Kamish pulling him back in. He's gonna get the right. He chooses not to use it. He says, "You're low enough. I'm just gonna hit you here with a basic attack." Very nicely done. Pulling a Kali in there out of the shroud. I imagine that is a little bit of a rough time there if Big Dark Jimmy is able to get his basic attacks down and stack his passive up. Also has himself a 14 CS lead. Meanwhile, Big Dark Jimmy just goes in. Sorry. Literally, Garrett just goes in and ults him into the side.
Literally, Garrett, you don't need to flash there, buddy.
Yeah,
the second,
I don't think he needed that flash.
The second turret shot's already coming through.
Right. Flash was unnecessary, but still a good job for him to do. That is 2 kills now on the jungle set. Meanwhile, on the bot side, a good never move there, pulling Misfortune back, but the trap barely not put down in time, so it's not going to be a follow-up. The Ignite also came out, because No Not November thought the trap might have connected and they could have bursted him down, but I think the way you need to do that is Swain needs to not pull them right away. Like, you hit him with never Caitlyn trap under them. So you get that, and then Swain can pull them back again.
Yeah.
Because if he pulls them back before the trap is down, like, she could put it in a place.
I don't know if the timer for never move. Yeah, it doesn't last a super long amount of time, but it definitely lasts long. Or you place the trap quickly where the pull is going to happen.
Yeah. Meanwhile, top lane, Big Dark Jimmy is just kind to flex the Kamish away from the wave. Mid lane, Tom Nook, taking very low under his turret again. Top side, little Kamish is on the wrong side. He has his ultimate. I think he's gonna dash away. He actually does a lot of damage. He has to flash away so he doesn't get ulted, which surely would have been the kill. He doesn't back all the way in the bush. Maybe he's looking for a cheese. Okay, he reveals himself now. He doesn't want him to freeze the wave, so he needs to push this in.
Some great trades going on in the top.
Yep. Well, coming down, but it's not quite enough. He didn't have enough stacks of the passive down, and very to finish him off on the shuriken follow through.
On the bot side, we see Ivern Black Ops mission into Literal Team Name's jungle and needs to dash over the mid lane wall to get away. Ooh, trap just missing there in the bot lane after the.
And then Leona just walks into.
Big brain strats. Clear those traps.
Set is behind them. He's not on a ward, so very sneakily using the pop blossoms. Rise following up there with the ultimate, but the flash was enough for Swain to get out. A little bit of return damage. Literally, Mike throwing down the solar flare, pretty questionable use there. Should have realized that the team was not going to be able to follow up on that one. So some key ultimates there, Rise and Leona used for nothing.
Yep, Rise simply teleports back to mid from bot lane using both of his global transportation spells right there for absolutely nothing.
Meanwhile, topside, Little Kamish taking some more damage from Big Dark Jimmy, who has the stacks down. Doesn't have the ults, I think, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't need it. He's just going to beat him down. Meanwhile, bot side, literally Mike flashing away. Bullet time not really hitting it. That's a bad news right there. He has to flash away.
Be protected. Bye, Daisy.
Very nicely done there in the bot side. With the Ivern tank coming through. And solo plate gold coming for the Swains.
And plates going down in the top lane as well. With the number of plates taken in all 3 lanes and with a few kills going back their way, here's the pulling a slight advantage here.
Big Jack Jimmy has red buff.
Yep, he picked it up from the Ivern.
Oh, Ivern, duh. Sorry.
Yep,
My bad.
the old Ivern double buffs. We're gonna be seeing a lot of blue buffs on, as well as Iruyan.
That's just gonna make it even harder for the Akali in the top side. Meanwhile, bot side, beautiful solar flare actually stuns all three of them. Nicely done there. Meanwhile, Tom Nook is trying to come in here. For some reason, he goes in all by himself. Has to flash away over his own wall. He gets put into the egg. It's not gonna matter though. He's gonna go down here. Little Stewart picks it up. That's a killing spree for him. Very questionable move there from Tom Nook. I don't think he wanted to walk into that 4v1.
No, maybe passive confidence. You know, I have egg. We can take this. But the Infernal Drake going over to literal. They now have a drag advantage, and we're gonna see a cloud map.
Yep.
So lots of movement speed coming through, lots of ultimate cooldown. If it goes over to the side of a literal team name, you're looking at a lot of bullet times, a lot of solar. That could be really, really, really strong for them. For the side of Heroes of the Storm, not quite as effective.
No. Actually, he goes in for the flash. He misses the healing on the Q, but it's not going to matter. He ults him and then beats him down. This top side is not going to get any easier, I think, for Akali as the items come in for Big Jack Jimmy.
Yeah, rushing those Merc Treads, adding a second Null Magic Mantle on top of it. Just not taking a lot of damage, healing up off those Qs. Yeah, just really bullying the lane at this point. If literally Garrett doesn't rotate up in time, this top turret might go down here.
Yeah. I did see Ivern did pop his Daisy just for some extra damage there, and they do take it. Meanwhile, in the jungle there, literally Nate looked like he was rising to get behind. Who's going to be able to walk the other way and curve around to his turret, so...
Nate has the ability to go aggressive. Tom Nook, no passive, no flash. Use them both in that last kind of ill-timed roam down towards Dragon Pit.
He also knew that Ivern was still topside from pushing down that turret, so he's safe to move forward there.
Yeah, exactly. So gold lead going back on the side of literal team name as they get those kills at the Dragon Pit. They take Drake. Yes, Heroes of the Storm brings it a little bit closer by taking first turret in top lane. Right now, you just got to play through your top laner. Big Diak Jimmy has such a massive lead. You play off of that. That is your win condition. Get him down around objectives as they are spawning, and try to turn the tides here. You can't let literal team name bully you with the rest of the map and with these cloud drakes that are going to be coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, literally Garrett is down here again. He gets another pullback onto No Not November. The solar flare misses, and No Not to the stopwatch to stay alive. Meanwhile, mid lane, literally Nate going forward again, and this time able to find the kill with all of the damage coming out. This is a scary rise that's going to be building. Flash forward. That's a really good pullback there from literally Garrett, but Mike and Stewart not quite able to follow up. Meanwhile, I had an error that said download data incomplete, must quit game. So I'm reconnecting to the game again.
Sometimes I need to treat myself.
Okay. 17-15 pause. My favorite part of color is talking about all the sweet pauses.
Yeah.
I love how your stream is at a different part of 17. I am. The Ivern shield is not visible on mine. So I'm like half a second ahead of you because the ward just got cleared and I can see plus 30. Still 17-15. It's like half a second. Yeah. The shield has expired. The gold has come. Yeah. 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 On mine, the ward is actually there's a nice little color clearing from the ward exploding and the auto following through from that Candy King Ivern skin. Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to, it'll be quick.
Okay. What are you at? What the? How am I at 19 minutes then? Oh, because I loaded in at actual time. Okay. So let me go back.
No
then.
spoilers.
Oh, I can't go back farther than 1848.
All right.
I'm here at 1848. I'll wait for you guys.
All right, so I will solo cast the next minute until we get to 1840. Looks like all of Heroes of the Storm taking an opportunity to back. They've gotten all they can off the map at the moment. No jungle camps are up. Surprising, neither of the team has opted to try and go for this Rift Herald. Really a valuable resource that is on the map twice during the game. If you can maximize your Rift Herald take, the Matt Crow, so to speak, becomes a lot easier. But that Rift Herald's going to despawn in about a minute and a half. We are at 1803 for my lovely casting partner. Yep, 1812. See, when I say things, it takes the brain a minute. So even though I said 18, yeah. Looks like our first Cloud Drake coming up in 20 seconds. Nice root coming out of Iruyan, but literally Mike is here to back up literally Garrett, so nothing happening there. Both teams starting to jockey for a position as the Drake is about to come up. We are at 1840, 41, 42.
Am I starting or are we
45, 46, 47. Okay. We are paused at 1848. As literal team name is starting up this outro.
Yep. And it is already gone.
Yep.
Without a contest. So triple Drakes now already for literally team name. They're gonna be 24 minutes old.
We might be looking at that 24, which just completely optimal use of the elemental Drakes system here.
Yep.
It's like the Rod of Ages coming out for Anivia at 3 stacks currently. This Anivia is very, very far behind, and it's going to take a little while for Tom Nook to scale up and get the itemization here. Literally, Nate should be looking to just bully this bird right now.
So I want to say a couple things about the Anivia, if y'all don't mind. So I noticed that I want to say Hoagie, Tom Nook took Roa and Tyr. Tom Nook waited until after the first part of the Roa to take the Tyr. I find that to be a bit of a disadvantage because it takes that much longer for the Tyr to build up in stacks. And I understand the desire for Roa, but it's never an item I really cared for. It gives you more mana, but not much of anything else.
Okay. So maybe not the most optimal itemization.
That's just my personal opinion. I am not a pro.
That's fair. None of us.
That is true.
None of us are. Who is loud? Twitch chat, help us out. Oh, Stuart is loud. You woke my dog, you bastard. Well.
No, it was Neil that was too soft. Oh, okay, gotcha.
So.
All right. So
literally
we do
Nate,
see
going up
a,
to top lane to try and contest Big Diak Jimmy and not favoring too well from it. Is going to go back and purchase the Righteous Glory.
all right, so a little bit of tankiness there, although the mana does help him damage.
And just
But
that,
being able to
rundown
survive
ride,
longer,
yeah, and the offensive capabilities of that Righteous Glory.
Yep.
I think
He has most farm in the game and he has 2 kills. I think he's going to be a pretty coming into this mid game.
Yeah. Both teams just kind of playing it safe right now. Looking to set up for this Drake that's spawning in 2 minutes. The double blue buff coming out from the Ivern passive.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
As Here's the Storm takes the bot lane tier 1. They actually have a turret lead, 2 turrets to 1. But still a slight gold disadvantage just from kills and Drakes, and like you said, the big farm lead coming out for literal Nate.
Alright, so we are grouped now in the mid lane, bot and mid for Here's the Storm. And Ivern has cheeked his way around behind, so I guess fight here in the mid lane. But here comes the rest of literally team name behind him. Elliot flashes over the wall. He gets slowed by the solar flare and he goes down. Literally Nate kind of kiting out the damage in the front line. Here's Big Diak Jimmy on the teleport. And we see in the back line, oh, actually, that's a huge bullet time there from Misfortune. That's going to be a couple of kills. Egg Nivea coming in. He's not going to do anything. He's going to die.
Yep.
That is a 5-for-1 there on the side of literally team name. Extremely well done there
Go
on the fight.
Baron. Go Baron. No.
I think they have enough time to take mid turret and then go Baron, but they're just going to keep going mid.
Literally Kamish coming in on the flank and jumping right into Heroes of the Storm's backline. Just a really well placed fight, and yes, that bullet time coming through. Literally Stewart just untouched in the backline.
Yeah.
And now the double blue buff for Heroes of the Storm becomes double blue buff for literal team name, as literally Stewart and literally Kamish both have blue buffs. And they still have a blue buff up in their jungle that literally Nate can move to and take. Yeah.
So we are going to see both teams now running towards the Drake. This is Soul Point here, Cloud Soul for literally team name. Nate is clearing his blue buff, and now it looks like he's going to head that way. Meanwhile, Heroes of the Storm is actually starting it already. They're a little bit slow on their backs. Looks like they're actually.
I want to see a bullet time over the wall for the steal.
He does do it, and the steal does not come through. That's a good smite there from Elliot.
Ooh, big shutdown for Big Diak.
There from Big Diak Jimmy. He's in on the backline, but he's all by himself. He's gonna get stunned by the solar flare. The heal is not gonna be able to come through from the Q, so he has to back out. Meanwhile, literally Kamish is kind of by himself, but he's able to dash to safety and actually gets hit by the Caitlyn trap, I think. Meanwhile, Caitlyn getting another kill on the literally Mike and literally Garrett, doing a lot of damage with the Haymaker and making some flashes here. Literally Nate is doing as much as he can. He gets 1 kill. He's trying to run away from the Ivern, and he is going to kill Swain, but he goes down to the redemption, I think, from Elliot, if I'm not mistaken. 4 for 4 following the denial of the Cloud Soul. So that is something that you like there. For
that is the most important takeaway from that fight is Heroes of the Storm seeing an opportunity to burst down the Cloud Drake. Great effort by literally Stewart to bullet time over the wall for the steal. Doesn't shake Aruyan. He secures the Drake with Smite. Big fight that follows. Goes pretty even.
Yeah.
With that said, we have about a 2.4k gold lead coming out for the side of literal team name. Literal Kamish starting to get back in the game a little bit after a pretty hard bullying by the Darius in the top lane. Got the Gunblade completed, has the Sork shoes done, polishing off the itemization with a Blasting Wand and a Ruby Crystal coming through. Meanwhile, the set and the Rise are both very big. The Triforce coming through for literally Garrett on the set. He is 3-0-6 and has had his way in some of these fights, has been able to just roam freely.
Yeah, absolutely. Also to remember, I had actually kind of forgotten that fight that they did that without Darius. That was a 4v5, basically, considering Darius was already dead. So I imagine that fight could have gone a little bit better for. I mean, it was still a 4-for-4 there for Heroes of the Storm. So
Watch it.
we do see Big Dark Jimmy now looking for a trade on the top side, but literally Nate is able to get out with the phase rush. He's starting to get really tanky as Big Dark Jimmy. Has Bear Visage and mail. So armor now coming in for all the MR.
Yeah, he wants to be able to stand in the bullet time and just do his thing. So that Warden's Mail coming through should help a little bit with that.
Yeah. The Archangel Staff is completed now for Tom Nooks. Keep an eye on whether that is able to finish stacking.
Sure. At the same time, the Rylai is coming out for literally Nate. This is just a standard run at you, slow you down, kill you, rise. It's gonna be a very, very dangerous side laner here. Currently, they have him up in top lane, and Heroes of the Storm has the numbers to respond, so not much getting done there by literally Nate, but he is just free farming. He has a massive farm lead over Tom Nook.
Rise ult is coming in now. No. Stop. Right. Meanwhile, the slam comes out for literally Garrett, and he is in the backline. Little Mish flashes forward. He gets a shuriken on Caitlyn. He's going to go in and execute her. Mish lives because literally Garrett interrupted the Anivia.
Wow, so a 4 for none on the side of literal team name. They are walking straight to Baron. They will take this Baron. They will likely walk right down to Drake for Soul Point. Heroes of the Storm will be back up for this Drake, so look for another big fight coming up there. But ults are down, summoner spells are down. This should be an easy soul take for literal team name. They're backing with Baron buff, which is good. They have the fast back, but Drake's already up in 20 seconds. You are conceding positioning on this Drake, given that Heroes of the Storm is coming from red side. I don't like that back. I think you walk straight down to it. You get positioning. You have the ability to clear wards. Both of your jungler and your support Scryer's orbs are up. So this might be a little bit more contested than it should have been.
Yeah. The slam coming down here for literally Garrett, but it doesn't actually hit anybody. Haymaker and everything taking them really low though. Rise is able to finish off Ivern, and literally Kamish goes down, but it doesn't matter. Everybody else is so low that they completely wipe that fight. It's actually a triple kill there for literally Nate.
Literally Kamish doing a great job zoning the Caitlyn off, 1v1ing her. Yes, he dies for it.
Flashing forward is literally Nate, and he gets the overload skill shot there. For sure.
Unofficial Quadra. Can't post it to the page. Yeah, literally Kamish just doing a great job zoning off that Caitlyn. Caitlyn is not able to do any damage in the team fight other than what she does to literally Kamish, and she barely kills him. She barely takes out the Akali, leaving literally Nate to roam free in the team fight, transitions into Cloud Soul. This is a big literal team name right now, unless they do something just absolutely Popo-ish. We're going to be looking at a game 3.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, 8,000 gold about here in the lead. I just don't really see.
This is 11-2 on the rise. Yeah, 11-2 with 230 CS coming up. I mean, this is a big rise. there's not much that can stop him right now. So Heroes of the Storm, they need to look to get some of these shutdowns, get the gold into the pockets of their members that can be impactful, like the Caitlyn, like the Darius and the Anivia. But like I said, unless literal team name does something very, very I think we're going to be looking at a game 3.
Yeah.
Back off.
We did see Nate was scary before he was able to finish his Rabadons on that back, so he's going to just spit out an immense amount of damage here. And even if he gets caught out, he has a lot of tanking from the Rylai's health and the
Righteous Glory. Yeah.
Plus he has the shield from Seraph's once that's on cooldown. So.
Yeah. So the Baron buff finished. Not much taken in terms of turrets on that power play. They did take the mid inhib, but really the play was for the Cloud Soul, and they were able to get that. So so utilizing their team fights, transitioning them into objectives. This is the Mat Crow that you hope to have. So that's what Sinfonia John calls it.
Yeah.
Mat Crow.
I'm here to dump.
Jimmy is trying to 1v1 Nate, but I don't think he can. The ultimate might be enough damage. Actually, it is. Wow. Very nicely done waiting out the but in the top side, they lose 2 in their defense of the top turret. So that's actually I was not expecting that.
That's
one.
not
some nice there. Good news on the side. They have somebody who can match him in the sidelines.
true, and not bad for literal team name either, taking out both of the bot laners for Heroes of the Storm. They should be able to get top turret off of this. Daisy gonna come out from Urion.
No.
Yes. So denying that top lane turret. Goodbye, Daisy.
Yeah, do you have Anivia here now who has her double mana item stacked, so she should be able to wave clear this at this point.
That 1,000 gold going on to Big Diok Jimmy. Looks like we're gonna fight here for this top turret.
Gets his ultimate interrupted, so that cancels the wave clear for now. And that is going to be all they needed there to finish the turret. Actually, we have the TP coming in for literally Nate.
Oh, look how fast he is! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, the damage!
Speed there, yeah.
Oh.
He had the Righteous Glory going there. Plus,
The Righteous Glory plus the
TP move speed change of this match, I think.
The old home guard system, right?
Yeah. Is this the patch where they gave move speed after you channel TP?
Yes.
So that was that too. So we're gonna see the fight. Literally, Mike flashes backwards, but there's a double kill following up, kind of securing the beautiful damage coming out from the bullet time. Literally, Kamish goes in and pops the egg. Literally, Nate's gonna finish it off. Killing spree. Turret barely not able to kill him.
Supers are at Nexus turrets. I think you just walk there and end the game. Literal team name.
Literal name is going back. It looks like they're just taking the inhib and moving.
Literal Stewart is full health, and all you have left for Heroes of the Storm is an Ivern. I think you end there, but they're playing it safe. They want to do this by the book. That's fine. Before all of this fighting goes down, I wanted to point out Big Diok Jimmy getting that 1,000 gold shutdown on Rise in the bot lane, backing, and then clearing the supers from the mid lane wave, was able to finish his Randuins, buy a full Jorum's Fist. He's got the pickaxe, so Sterax is coming in 1,100 gold. He's got 600 in the bank right now. So this Darius is about to be really, really, really big. I think it's just going to be a little short of this Baron fight.
Yeah, we've yet to see him really pop, which part of it could have just been like not being in the position, but also now you're going to see with the Sterix coming in soon, you mentioned the shields might be long enough for him to survive and get off an ultimate and then start getting the resets. Right now he walks into 5 though, and all the gold is not going to matter. That's a rampage for literally Nate, who are just going to look for the dragons. Other dragon, I mean.
He needs 200 more gold for that Styrax, and he walks in the jungle, thinks maybe I can have a camp. Unfortunately, the cheese bush was set up. Elder Drake going over to side of literal team name. You know what that means, Twitch chat. Let's see him. Hashtag blah.
Yep.
We
We're
might-
still not content to push with Dragon Soul and Elder Drake. They're gonna do the Baron. Make
If
sure they
you're-
have everything they possibly can as a final push.
If Twitch chat, if you're good, we'll let Stuart get in here and blah, and it'll be just like executed by the Elder Drake with how loud his voice is. So they're gonna they should just run it down mid at this point.
Yeah.
Blah.
I'm ready.
Dragon Soul, Elder Drake.
We are ready for some blogs.
Okay. So right now, Big Jack Jimmy is still trying to keep literally Kamish at bay in the side lane. He's actually going to try and solo him here, it looks like, to try to take out the
Blah.
side lane pressure.
No, you can't. You just can't do it. You're not gonna have the damage, especially when you're low. You're gonna have to stay alive
Blah.
through the blah.
Wow.
I called that one early.
Yeah, it's okay. Solar Flare comes out, stuns Elliot. He's about to get
Blah. Blah.
Oh, the
Blah.
Wow. So many blahs here. That's
Put-
gonna mean
Put down your ult. There you go.
Game 3.
Oh.
Maybe.
Blah.
Yes. Triple kill from the bullet time blah. Game
Well.
3 coming in hot, boys. I'm excited. Congrats to literally team name to push us.
All right. We are gonna set up for game 3. Very,
You know
very
what that
closely
means.
contested.
Silver
My ear is
Stripes.
holy.
Crap. I forgot to change the score.
All right, so we will. Everyone else is really quiet. Yeah, a lot of please turn down your mics. Volume equals all the way down now, except for you, Stuart. So let you figure that out. We're gonna cut the stream for VOD, and we'll be back with game 3 and hopefully more even leveled microphones in just a few minutes.